guys, let's keep the show moving. This next comedian coming to the stage is from here in Bakersfield, California. Homegrown talent. Put your hands together for my good friend, Daniel Baltazar.
But I'll take it. So I would make a joke about 9/11, but the comics all ran that well dry. Besides, I'm not going to make a 9/11 joke because careers built on 9/11 jokes have a tendency to crash and burn. I'd also talk about Charlie Kirk, but that's an easy target. The only other thing I can say is that it was probably Captain Kirk that took him out. That motherfucker was sitting up there in the sniper's ear just like, fire! But no, I'm going to talk about a different kind of tragedy today. So I'm assuming everybody in here except me uses TikTok, right? Yeah! Alright, that sounds about right. So there's this video that went semi-viral a couple months ago, so I'm right on time to talk about it. But there's this video of this girl who was at this restaurant. She was like super excited to dig into her food. She's like bobbing around and shit like that. I'm not saying all this to sound like I'm fucking miserable, because hey, I still collect toys, and not the kind that Jessica was talking about earlier. No, my toys, if they do vibrate, it's not for that reason. They have like a little crane on like, ooh, wow, look at them go! No, that's not why I'm bringing this up. The reason I'm criticizing this video is because that video is bullshit. So if it was just a one and done thing, like I probably wouldn't be talking about it up here. But the issue with that video is that this video was staged as fuck. So like this chick had the server bring out her food like multiple times just so she could get the right angle. If you've seen it, you probably noticed that there was some woman looking like, what the fuck is this shit going on over here? I'd be the same way too. And the thing that pisses me off about it especially is that there's all these toxic positivity lobbyers like, oh she's being happy, leave her alone, oh you're such a bully. No, that's bullshit. I'll call out bullshit on things if I see it. Like I would love to see how these toxic positivity pricks would act if they were working at like a diner and like they had some twat that wants attention, like bringing my food back. That fucked up the video. I especially would not last long at that job if I was being told like, hey, bring my food back again. I didn't get the right angle. Oh, yeah, fuck. Like after the fourth time, I'd be like, don't bring the stupid plate out again, and I'm opening this vest. Yeah, I wouldn't last at a diner job like that. Hey, I'd be expecting people to come after me too if say I was at the Lego store and I was trying to make a video and I got all fucking pissy because somebody walked through the shop. And it's like, fuck! This person walked through the frame and stood there for 0.025 seconds. Put it back, bring it back out. But sir, do it! See what I mean? That sounds bad. It'd be worse if it was like, say, Anthony walked through my video camera and they're like, fuck! Now we gotta do this all over again. Bring me up again. I'm gonna do this whole set over again. He'd probably come up and say, hey, Daniel, you can't do that. And I'd be like, fuck you! I can't do that. You kidding me? Yeah, that's why I don't use TikTok. That's one of the reasons why. The other reason is that there's this massive issue on TikTok where there's a lot of histrionic brats. I think we have a massive problem with a whole bunch of people who use TikTok and it boosts their ego and they start acting like assholes. I am surprised I saved that. But for all of you who are wondering, what does histrionic mean? Hold on. Histrionic, what does that mean? Histrionic, it basically means like, we'll do anything for attention. They might as well be standing outside on the side of the road. Y'all remember when TikTok was in talks of being shut down? These people would have probably been standing on the side of the road holding a cardboard sign with, we'll do anything for attention on it. Yeah, it's basically just another form of narcissism. And speaking of TikTok, have you ever wondered what having sex with a TikTok star would be like? You're probably thinking, well, it'd just be normal sex, just like any other person. You need to have some kind of issue to be a TikTok star. I can only imagine that if hypothetically I was going down on a girl like, oh yeah, oh, like she'd be making a video while I'm laying pipe, like getting clout by comedian Daniel Balthazar. You know the voice that they've been using. She'd probably be making those stupid pleasure faces that all the e-girls use. And then she'd probably have like another segment in it, cut later, where it's like his eggplant emoji, because they can't say dick. And followed up with feels so good. And then she'd probably have like a peace sign and like water emojis to represent when I nut on her. Whoa. Well, I think we've all had an interesting time up here. I certainly have. That's been my time in comics.
I think Daniel literally just described his fantasy to every single.
Keep dreaming.
Yeah, then the e-girl, she has an egg.